Good evening, everyone. What's up? I'm going to do a video today about one of the biggest topics this week. Of course, it's about the April 8th total solar eclipse in 19 degrees Aries. It's the big buzz on the internet, the news, and so forth. Now, we're pretty used to uh, the news and other articles covering eclipses because eclipses are they're very popular. People like to watch them and things like that. But this one is a bit different. Now, in the past, I used to want to watch eclipses, but sometimes they happen when I'm at work or when I'm inside or I'm doing something that I totally forget. But I think I probably watched one eclipse go down some time ago, but I've recently been told that you're not supposed to look at eclipses. For real, for real. They said that I've heard some weird things. One man was stating in his YouTube video that watching an eclipse is like watching sewer. Why would you do that? Now, he didn't explain why he said that, but I was like, wow, that's the first time I ever heard that. But I've heard from some more people, a few more people, that you're not supposed to look directly at an eclipse, not supposed to watch it. So this eclipse, I've really been hearing that. And for the same thing. Nobody is explaining why, but they're like, do not look at this eclipse. Do not watch it at all. You have to be at a very high vibrational frequency in order to do it. So don't do it. And I was on another video and I was reading the comments, and one commenter said, well, you know what? I watched the eclipse go down and it enlightened me. And so, you're hearing a lot of things, but for the most part, I've been hearing that you're not supposed to look at directly at an eclipse. So this eclipse is different for the simple fact that I don't recall that the news talking about how the National Guard was going to come out for this eclipse. Maybe not all over America. Maybe in the certain cities they say that are going to be most affected. They were talking about the children were going to have that day off from school and so forth. And I'm like, wait a minute, the kids can't go to school and the National Guard. And then they talking about, that's the sign. It's a sign of the times, and our 400-year enslavement is about to be up. Not too long after that, the grid is going to be hit and we ain't going to have no lights and blah, blah, blah. So just to go into the eclipse a little bit more, I don't have all the cities. I heard that there were going to be at least 15 cities that were going to be take the brunt of the energy from that eclipse. So these are a few of the cities that I wrote down: Louisville, Columbus, Ithaca, and they say that these cities are in the path of the eclipse, and they really put emphasis on Chicago. Yes, and there was a certain name of a certain I don't know if it's a county or whatever that had a certain name in all these cities that were supposed to be in the path of this eclipse. So you're gonna have to look it up and kind of study it yourself and form your own opinion, because you're gonna hear a lot. So people are talking about the eclipse in metaphysical terms and in biblical terms. And I think someone was mentioning that the eclipse was going to cause darkness over a certain part of the United States or something for like 3 days and 3 nights and 3 days. So, like I said, excuse me, I've been listening to a lot of people talk about it. Very interesting. and very weird. Now, there was this dude called the Conscious One, you might want to look him up, that talked about this eclipse in 2022, 2 years ago. He talked about it and it popped up on my feed, my YouTube feed. So I watched it and it was kind of interesting. And, this is the first time I've ever heard of him. And, I don't know what to think. I'm not trying to form an opinion as of yet. But I watched, like I said, I watched a few videos on the eclipse, and then I watched this video by, what's his name, Mark the Messenger. And what he said, I agree with the most. Because I was kind of thinking along these lines in the first place. First of all, he was saying that this is a false flag. Okay? Like I said, they got the National Guard talking about they're going to come out. Kids are not going to have to go to school. You got people talking about stock up on food and water. Just stock up. Just stock up. Because you don't know what's going to happen. They might hit the grid, get you some candles and flashlights and blah, blah, blah. And he made some very interesting insight. Now, he came from the Bible. He came from the Bible. And two of the Bible scriptures that he quoted was, now I'm not going to quote the words verbatim, but you can look them up in the Bible and read them for yourself. He used Matthew 16:4 and Jeremiah 10:2 to support his opinion that this is just a red flag. Okay, so Matthew 16:4 talked about how a wicked nation will seek after a sign, but no sign will be given. And then Jeremiah 10:2 speaks about not being dismayed by the signs in the heavens, quote unquote, the eclipses. And I kind of agree with him. I'm on his side when he says that ain't nothing gonna happen. Now I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I'm agreeing with him. This is a red flag. Also, I'm kind of feeling with them when folks talking about stock up on water and food, blah blah blah, stock on. I kind of feel like it's about money. This government is, kind of pumping this up because they want us to go out and spend some extra money, stocking up on food and water and buying extra flashlights. You know what I'm saying? I guess ain't no guess in it. A lot of these stores and these corporations, they're either closing a lot of stores down or they're closing permanently. Bed and Bath, and then I heard Dollar General, just a lot of companies closing down and laying off employees, and it's a lot of that. Economy is not good. The economy is jacked up. It is not good. And I know here in New Orleans on Bourbon, they're shutting their their businesses down, and the French quarters, they make money, but not this year. This year it's been bad, but it's been bad out here really since really truly since Katrina. Things have never been the same, but things got better. But since 2020, oh man, nothing but straight downhill for the last 4 years. So everybody, all these businesses, they're really, really struggling. So I kind of feel this is a government ploy to get people to get out there and spend more money all at once so they can kind of like, help these businesses, get their at least for for a couple of weeks, get their money back on track and in the black. That's what I'm thinking. This is all about money. This is all about money. So I agree with the messenger. I agree with him. This is a false flag, y'all. Ain't nothing finna happen. Ain't a doggone thing finna happen. I mean, there is nothing wrong with stocking up on food and water, because you should already be stocked up on food, water, medicine, because you don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm kind of like, and I'm not trying to come really strong from a Bible perspective, but I kind of uh believe in the passage in the Bible. I'm sorry, I can't think of the chapter and verse, but it says that something to the effect that when they say peace, then there shall be sudden destruction. Okay? So, like I said, I could be wrong, but this I don't believe I don't believe I'm wrong or not at all. I'm not wrong at all. Um, this is a money grab. This is all about money. They're gonna make some big money, help them out, help the businesses out and stuff like that with these false flags. We're gonna get more false flags that is gonna send people out and buying up extra stuff that maybe they should have in the house, but for the most part, they might not need or need because of that event, because these people are lying. So, do what you feel is right for you for the eclipse. Some people say they'll be fasting and praying and all that. I might do that anyway, since I've been on a fast kick anyway for health reasons. I might just fast on that day just because. Nothing wrong with fasting, honey. You can't go wrong fasting. But other than that, I suggest that you don't let it worry you. I don't think we're gonna be in the dark. Any place in America or the world's gonna be in the dark for 3 days and 3 nights because of this eclipse. All right. So that's just my perspective. Everybody stay safe. Thank you very much. I love you. Please like and share this video and have a wonderful night.